Yo, what's going on, guys? Nordics are now getting some new support, so we're here to check out a bunch of the newer Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and if you're excited about it, drop a like on this video, but let's go ahead and hop right into it. So these are coming out in the new Battles of Chaos. These are new Nordic support cards. So anyways, it says awarded to be better than plants. I know the plant support was really mediocre that we got with these Sunvines. Anyways, the first card that we're going to be taking a look at is the Dueling Book Replay of the Nordic Beast. So here's the artwork on the card. It's got a attack of 300, defense of 100, and it's a level 3, and it's going to be a light beast tuner effect monster. It says for a synchro summon, you can substitute this card for any one Nordic tuner. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. So the first part of the effect is, if this card is normal or special summon, you can just special summon one Nordic monster from your hand. The second part is, you can target a Nordic monster in your graveyard except for Dueling Book Replay of the Nordic Beast and add it to your hand. That's actually a really good effect. Granted, I think we need more like better support for them, like way long ago. Even with their newer support with like the easier combos to make the cards, just investing everything to make one boss monster nowadays in Yu-Gi-Oh is just not the like most optimal play. Anyways, next up we have Evaldi the Nordic Smith. So here's the artwork on him. He's gonna be level 4. Looks like it's an Earth, 1500 attack and 700 defense. It's gonna be an Earth Warrior monster. So it says you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. The first part of the effect is, if you control a Nordic or Acer monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. The second part of the effect is, if this card is normal or special summon, you get to add one Nordic relic card from your deck to your hand. And then the other next card is going to be a normal spell card. Here is the artwork on it. And it says you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per, or card's name per turn. It's probably once per turn, only once that turn. Anyways, the first part of the effect is to special summon a Nordic monster from your deck. Okay, amazing effect, but the restriction is you can't special summon monsters from the extract while the summoned monster is face up on the field, except for Acer Monsters. Now, what's interesting with this, thinking about this, it says you can't, well, it's up on the field. I don't think you can creature swap and give it to your opponent and then be like, you're locked out now, which would be really cool, but I don't think that's how it works. But still, it's just as long as it's face up on the field. So then you can go make something else as long as it is still there, and then you will be free. Next up, though, we have the second part of the effect is you can banish the card from your graveyard to add a Nordic monster from your deck to your hand, then shuffle one card from your hand into the deck. I mean, I guess you could kind of go neutral with that, and some of the cards that you would draw that would normally you wouldn't want to have, I guess that's okay for that effect. Next up, though, we have the Nordic Relic Valin over here. Anyways, it's a continuous trap card that says you can only use one of the first and second effect of this card's name per turn, and only once that turn. The first part of it says if you control an Acer monster, you can negate the effects of all face-up cards your opponent currently controls until the end of the turn. Okay, well, there we go. Now they're actually like pretty viable. The second part of the effect is you can tribute a Nordic monster and target an Acer monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Okay, this trap card is absolutely amazing for them, but you can only use one of the first and second effects. I mean, this is a pretty insane card, but it's all of them that they currently control, not forever, but it's still a really good effect if you are able to, you know, use it maybe during your turn when your opponent like popped off. But at that point, if you're playing one of these decks, if you lose control over it and your opponent has multiple negates, they just negate this card. I don't know how I feel about like the support overall. I haven't even seen anyone play like Nordic or Acer monsters. That's like, for those of you guys that don't remember the Acer monsters, those are like the Loki, I think the Odin was like the, what is it? The Acer monsters. These are the Acer monsters. It's still, these are the three, right? And then I guess with the Golem deck, because this was the last time I remember checking out this deck, that you would have like a really easy combo with the Link monster to make one of them. But at the end of the day, once per turn, it's unaffected by spell and traps, and then it can like come back. You banish a Nordic Ascendant Tuner. But like, are these even that good? Like going back to even, I'm trying to refresh my memory. We have Thor, which once per turn you get the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls, which is a good effect, but then that trap card also has that effect, which is kind of nice. And then once per turn during the end phase, if this face-up card you control is destroyed, you can banish Nordic Beast Tuner. And then we have Loki, which is once per turn when your opponent activates a spell or trap during your battle phase. As a quick effect, you can negate the activation. Then during the end phase, you can like, you know, banish one and resummon it. People will just banish this monster before you get to have that effect anyways. I think the base Acer monsters need a massive upgrade, or we just need like new synchro monsters to make them very, very powerful, considering maybe people will use this support to make other things, even though that it kind of wants you to go for it with one of the other parts of the effects. I don't know. Does this make the Acer monsters good? Someone let me know that's been playing them more recently, because I have not even seen anyone come up with some new build with them like at all. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new and you want to see more new Yu-Gi-Oh cards in the newest sets, hit subscribe, turn that bell if you're new here, and I'd love to see more in the future. But take care. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.